The topic that we present today is the evolution of Myanmar, and this is our group member. First of all, let me introduce about the Myanmar. The country Myanmar, officially the Republic of Union of Myanmar, is located in the Southeast Asia, as known as Burma. Myanmar, which has a total area of 8,500 square kilometers, and it is the second largest country in Southeast Asia. Myanmar was annexed by the British Empire into the colony of India in 1886. This occupation brought social, cultural, and economic changes to the once feudal society. The Japanese Empire invaded and occupied the country during World War II, but it returned to British Empire control until independence by 1948. And our group divided into two main parts: economic change and political change.
Hello everyone. I want to present the economic change. First of all, I want to introduce with the history of Myanmar economy. Myanmar economy on 1824 is the second wellness in Southeast Asia after the Philippines, and then also the export of the rice, the largest one on the world. And Myanmar have a lot of natural resource, level resource, and then already have been a long time. Myanmar have been trade between India and China. And after that, Myanmar was conquered by the British. It became the world's wellness country in Southeast Asia. But when the colony became, and then Myanmar economic and other culture, a lot of things have changed. And after the Myanmar get their independence, the first Prime Minister UNO is have planned for 8 years to make Myanmar economic change, but it's not success. And then Myanmar have become a poor country, and suddenly Myanmar went into the poor country around the world. And after the General UNO, General Lewin have a new plan, and then come up with a new plan. It's socialism. Socialism is like the system that China use. They try to use that system, but that system is not so good because at the time there have no human rights, and then also the Burmese socialism will program party, and then for the 26 years, Burma have closed import and export from another country. So our country have lack in technology and then other education. That's why Myanmar become poor, and then lack of technology to produce the good, to produce the natural result. There is a main problem of the why Myanmar economy become downsizing. On 1987, Myanmar economic breaking up highlighted by the United Nations. It means United Nations. The list of Myanmar economy is poor like that. And then now situation around 2010 to 2014, and then after the Obama come to Myanmar, the situation in Myanmar has changed a lot. First of all, it's more become tourist. You can compare in here, it's a lot. Before, just have a little because in Myanmar it's not safe, so there have no a lot of tourists come. And then after that, in the short term, a lot of investors make a project, and then 6.8% growth in 2013. And then foreign direct investment growth is up to 2.7 billion in 2002 to 2013 from 1.9 billion in 2011. But now we in good condition in economic, but we are faced with the problem of the inflation. Myanmar money is so inflation. That's why it's hard to do the business, and then Myanmar citizens need to face with that problem. For example, for 30 baht for time in Myanmar you can use Myanmar check is 1,000. And then now we are planning and preparing for the 2015 of Asian Economic Community. But in 2015, in Myanmar, Tower port will open, and then it will be the main shipping port in Asia or in ASEAN. And then it's also it's it's the biggest one in the ASEAN. Thank you.
Burma was ruled as British colony from 1885 until 1948. Burma was granted its independence from British colony in 1948 by General Aung San, and is called Petty Comrades. General Une Win, the former general of Myanmar between 1962 to 1988 is the biggest downtime of the Myanmar people. Economy was can't even turn around. At 8 August 1988, the violent protest began. All students, police, citizens, and monks were involved except army. Almost everybody involved got killed or became political prisoner, and therefore is known as 888 uprising. The 888 uprising was started by students in Yangon, or known as Rangoon, on 8 August 1988. Students' protests spread throughout the country. Hundreds of thousands of monks, young children, university students, housewives, and demonstrators against the regime. The uprising ended on 18 September. Thousands of deaths have been attributed to the military during this uprising, while authorities in Myanmar put the figure at around 350 people were killed. At September 2007, the biggest demonstration in Burma since 1988 uprising. 10,000 of monks led massive demonstration in towns and cities across Burma. Thousands of Burmese civilians all walked of life joined the protest to call for an end to military rule. But the protest started on 19 August, and the demonstration were led by the prominent leader of the 88 generation student group of pro-democracy activists. monks were joined the protest on 28 August when they took part in a demonstration in Sitwe, northwest Burma. On 22 September, a crowd of 2,000 monks and civilians walked past a roadblock and gathered outside Aung San Suu Kyi house. By 24 September, over 100,000 monks and ordinary citizens were marching in Rangoon, and demonstrations were taking place in every state and division in Burma. Despite some of the media censorship in the world, Burmese activists was able to post pictures and video of the demonstration on website and blog, showing that image of the protests were seen worldwide. The regime restored to shutting off the country internet connections in an attempt to stop the flow of the new and picture getting out of the country. In 2011, President Thein Sein won the elections, and from that day, many laws have changed the right elections, and political prisoners has been released. Although there are lots of change, but still many old government and employees are still corrupted. But the president is trying to reduce that kind of problem and hoping for a way to be a real democracy country with human rights. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Do you have any questions?
After the Obama come, first of all, a lot of tourists come, and then foreign investment have come because now in United States and then Myanmar have a good relationship. That Obama has shown that simple, so other countries also have the insurance to invest in Myanmar. That's why this is a good one, and then it can affect good effect to economic also. Any questions?
Independence Day. 1948 January vote, 4 o'clock and 20 minutes in the morning. The president of Myanmar put down the British flag and flew the Myanmar flag, and he proclaimed the independence of Myanmar. Yeah. Is there any question?
The first president in Myanmar.
He was Sachit. Sachit, that is his name. Sachit.